Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Battle Brothers. So, we're now the 6th company, and we've just finished the tutorial battle. Let's go get paid and start our second part of Killing Hogarth quest. Yeah, we expect to get paid for this, so unfinished this heart. Thank you. Alright, so what have we got in town here? Ooh, a Fletcher. Okay, so I actually got a spare woodcutter's axe from the battle with Hogarth, which doesn't really help me a whole lot, because I still just don't think the two-handed weapons are super great early on anymore. So let's see what we can get. First off, Brawler. Yeah, we'll get a Brawler. Apparently Brawlers are quite good as recruits, so yeah, I'm gonna pick one up. And they're inexpensive. So grab one of you. We will grab... Is there anyone else here who's really worth it? Not used to hard physical labor is not super encouraging. Quick reflexes and ability to evade any captors, not bad. And we've got apprentices. Okay, before we look at that, let's see if there's things in the marketplace, because we're gonna need equipment if we're gonna wanna recruit more people. So we get another spear and shield, which is good. And we'll give that to Gisler the Old. What's he got? He doesn't actually have any traits. Neither does Knold the Wolf. Do any of you have traits? You just have background Brawler. Okay. You should be at the back there. Okay, so you get a spear and shield. We're gonna need some gear for you. I guess he's a Brawler. He should be okay with a buckler and his fists for the moment, but we'll try and get him some better gear in the next town. And we're not gonna recruit anyone because we don't have equipment at the moment. The other thing that I heard is, or that I saw in another video someone else made, is that you can actually get better prices for these if you go further from the town where you got them initially. So if we pick up a few of these, I mean, I don't know that we can do that right now, because we're probably going to need to sell these just so we can have money to hire new people. But later on in the game, once we got a bit more, flexibility, we can use that to our advantage. Alright, so here we are in Walden Fest. Jeez, this is a busy town. Armorer, Tavern, Fletcher, Training Hall. This is a good town. Alright. So first up, is there anyone worth hiring? Well, actually, first up we should ditch this stuff that we... Oops, wow, okay, we're gonna get... Wow, really? We're gonna get 100 and 106 gold for each of these? Cripes. Yeah, sure, take them. Jeez, alright, that gave us a ton of gold. We could get a War Dog, which... good, but I think a little bit too expensive for the moment. Not really worth it right now. I mean, I would love it, because I'm a dog person, but I think we'll pass on it for the moment. So what do we got? We could hire Valdemar the Witch Hunter, who comes with a crossbow, but we don't really need a ranged guy, and he's pretty expensive. Einar the Flagellant. Flagellants have a high resolve in what they do and a high tolerance for pain, but their workers often left their bodies scarred for life. Interesting. We could get a militia guy. He comes with a short sword and buckler, which is pretty good. Wow. Our options here are actually pretty limited. Well, I guess we'll grab Torhelm. And we'll grab Einar. The little born of poverty, Einar found refuge in the wars. Return to land, gods devotee wishes to find out why through prayer and corporeal means. So enamored with the world of the gods, it's not much surprise that the pilgrim sees the real one filled with enemies. Interesting. And then... okay, so now we've got Torheim, who is actually level 2, which is good. It's a good thing to have. What stats do you need? So I'm not entirely sure, but I think these numbers might be random. Like, every time you level up, you have a chance of getting some higher than others. So I suppose we should... if that's true, and I'm not positive, I think we should pick the higher ones, because we're not going to get them... we might not get them a second time. So for the moment, we'll get him more fatigue, because that's pretty good. We can get him better... we don't really need initiative. Better resolve, though. His resolve is crap. And we'll get him some melee skill, I suppose, because that's pretty high. Alright, so that's that. And then Einar... we'll have to see what kind of weapons we can get, or gear we can get for Einar and Gisler. from the marketplace. We've got 900 gold left to buy equipment with, so we should be able to find something, especially... Wow, yeah, there's a ton of stuff available. So, spear and shield for one of them. Padded leather. Nice. Yeah, some padded leather would be good. That should actually, I think, cover us, because we can give the padded leather to our two old boys here, Kunald and Giseller. And that gives us 2 padded surcoats, which we can give... I'm actually going to give one to Torhelm, because he's level 2 now and is valuable. So we'll give that to him. Then we'll give the other one to... We have 2 Gisellers, really? We do have 2 Gisellers. We have Giseller and Giseller the Older. Well, that's convenient. And then Einar gets that. Einar will get the spear and shield. And then I guess everyone else's equipment is pretty okay for right now. Giseller's just gonna have to make do with his Fists of Fury. Only one person is bested Giseller, his wife. That's a good description. But I guess that should do. We'll just have to... Oh, we should... Can we get hats? Yes. Okay, good. We can get some Acton caps. How much money are we paying? We're paying 61 crowns, so we can actually afford to buy a few hats. Okay, that's probably... Yeah, there we go. Now we've got 2 days worth of crowns. And we've got a pair of Acton caps that we're going to give to our old boys again. Which means that now... Yeah, you get a leather cap because you only have a buckler. And you get a hood. There we go. That's all well and good. And then we can sell one of these axes. And use that money to buy a round at the tavern. Einar is now drunk. That is unfortunate. But now we have our 6 men. We've got equipment. Let's head back to Subigin and go for Hoggart. Okay. He knows where he is. We'll return with the... Oops. We will return with his head. So let us, before we do that, 12 hours to repair our stuff. Yeah, we can afford that. I just want to make sure all stuff is fully repaired before we take Hoggart on. Alright, here we go. Our armor's repaired, nobody's injured. We're set for this. I mean, okay, we've got one dude who's using his fists, but, you know, whatever. Ooh. Alright, so we have the high ground, but I don't think it's going to help us too much, just because of the way the map is laid out. There's not really a way to leverage that to our advantage. We can shoot people, though. And I'm going to shoot this guy. Or not. And... I feel like advancing aggressively at this point would be our best bet, because we can try and take as much of the high ground as possible away from these guys. But we have to be careful about it, because if we move too close, they're going to be able to get up and force us back. And actually, we should not have Giseller do this, because all the bandits are going to get to go before we do. So if I move him up, he's going to get surrounded. So we might just have to cede the high ground here, unfortunately. And there is friend Hoggart. Oh well. I mean, we're not at a disadvantage, we're just not. We don't have as much of an advantage as we could. So let us just... I want you to be able to attack them. Can you move into range to attack them? You can. And I might have Giseller, because he's got, you know, a lot of fatigue and pretty good initiative. I might have him just go try and chase down the poacher while everyone else is fighting these guys. So, that in mind, where do I want everyone else's position? Nah, I want everybody on the high ground, so we're going to have you actually wait up here. There you go. None of the bandits are waiting, so we don't have to worry about that. And everyone else is going to fill in just normally. So what do you got? You've got a short sword. You have a flail, which will ignore my shield, so you're a priority. There we go. Got a good hit on him. Now, Einar can reach the area that I want him to be in, but won't be able to do anything. And Giseller can start running for that poacher. I don't think they can attack down 2 spaces, so he should be fine where he is. Now, Hartmut can actually move and shoot because he's got a crossbow. There we go. Oh, Torhelm actually gets to go next. Yes, I'm gonna step up and try and kill that guy, because then if Hoggart moves to there, I can have 2 people fighting him. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Nice! Nice hit, Torhelm. And now, Giseller cannot quite make it to the high ground there, but can force the Poacher to fight. Okay, Hoggart's moving up. Taking a swing at Torhelm, didn't really do anything for him. Okay. Oh. Ooh, alright, they're focusing Einar. Let's give them a good couple pokes. Kunal needs to step up. And that guy's fleeing, so I'm not going to bother with him. We're just going to go for... Oh, I would love to force Hoggart off the high ground if I could. But I don't think there's a really effective way to do that. Hang on, what is the hit chance for our knockback here? 79% to hit. Yes, we did it! Ah, yes, we forced him off the high ground. This is beautiful. Okay, so we don't need to worry about him. He's gonna try and back off and probably die. So let's actually... Einar, you should get your shield up. Oh, and you can still poke. Nice. Alright, Hartmut can just take a shot at this guy. Oh, you missed. Giseller. It's not got a great hit chance with that. Now, Torhelm is gonna have to go on the low ground to fight Hoggart. But that's fine. Actually, we could try and force Hoggart, like, entirely off the high ground. No, there's not really any way for us to push him in a way that we can be fighting him from the high ground with both our people, so we'll just leave it for now. Meanwhile, at this fight where absolutely nothing is happening, down at the bottom there. Okay. No luck there. Giseller, why don't you... Can you just get behind him? You can. I don't know if it's really... Oh, wait, because you can't attack that guy. Yeah, just skirt around it back there. Surround that guy. Kunal, you have the high ground, and Hoggart's not riposting, which means we can give him a couple quick stabs, because he's going to be focused on Torhelm. Because Torhelm's on the low ground, or on the same ground as him. There we go. That guy is actually getting away. Alright. Can we stop him? Thank you. Alright, Giseller. Let's, see if you can't... There we go, we landed a hit. Alright, Torhelm. Let's take a couple swings at him. Stab this guy in the back. This is the silliest fight right here between this archer and Giseller. Neither one of them can hit the other. There we go. Hoggart's almost dead. This guy's almost dead. He's so low. This is such a dumb fight. Alright, Hartmut, shoot that guy, please. Oh, no luck there. That guy's dead. So Torhelm is gonna... That guy's gonna run away, so I don't think we're even gonna reach him before he tries that. Let's see. How can I do this? So if I move Giseller the Older down to here... Nah, I'm not gonna bother. This guy's gonna try and run away. I'm just gonna have him go help fight the archer. There we go. Kunal can also move down to fight the archer. There we go. Still trying to hit Giseller, I'm just not able to do it. I'm just trying to finish that guy off, please. There we go. There we go, Giseller. Oh, so close. Hartmut, you don't need to do anything anymore. I'm pretty sure we've got this handled. Torhelm, you can come down here and try and cut him off, but I don't think you're gonna make it in time. Yeah, that actually works. Now we've got him pretty much surrounded. Not that I think it's gonna matter for that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so... Einar's the only one that got... Oh no, Giseller got injured a little bit there. Minor injury, we'll heal by tomorrow. We'll heal by tomorrow, yeah, so we're fine. And we got a falchion out of it. Ooh, and a better shield. Nice. Alright, there we go. Having our unarmed brawler there did not actually do that badly. Time to get paid. Before it's time to get paid, I think people level up. Yes, Kunal the Wolf leveled up. Get some more health there, buddy. Alright, so what do you got? Ooh, he can greatly increase... He can increase 3 stats that are actually pretty good to increase, so we're gonna grab all of those. Yeah, he doesn't really get much increase for any of the defensive, or any of the combat stats, so we'll grab these ones. because those are all good to up. And let's head back to Subingen. Govern your turns, we gain 400 crowns as brothers. Fantastic. Okay. So, we should actually equip some of this stuff we're carrying. So I'm actually kind of liking having Giseller with the, what's the word I'm looking for? Having the, like, low-weight equipment so he can try and get around behind people and, like, deal with archers. Because he's got pretty good initiative. He's actually got... Yeah, he's got pretty good initiative. Is it worth giving him a falchion? Yes, I'm gonna give him a falchion. I'm gonna put him, like, out on the sides here. And basically just have him be our kind of outflanker. So his job will just be to try and get around behind people. And either attack them from behind or try and reach their archers or whatever. And the rest of the party is pretty well equipped. Einar is drunk. Alright. And this town does not have any work for us. Do they sell anything good in the marketplace? Not really. I'm gonna ditch this tattered sackcloth. No, they don't really have anything that exciting. So we are going to travel onwards to Weisenwacht, sure. Ah. They have a contract, but they won't give it to us. Ooh, they have candles. Nice. What do they have in the market? Shields and spears. Alright, so that's about 225 gold, which is not too expensive. Is there anyone worth hiring that I could give that to? Preferably someone with their own armor. Niels. I could hire Niels, but then coupled with the spear and shield, that would be most of our gold, so I don't think that's a great idea. A messenger. Used to long terrain travel, so he's gonna have good fatigue. Houndmaster used to handle dogs of war. That could be good, but they're a little bit too expensive at the moment. Or we could hire Alfred the messenger, who does have some light armor, so that's not too bad. Yeah, sure, we'll pick him up. Get that spear and shield, and give me that. That, thank you. Now we've still got plenty of money left to keep our pay. I'm trying to keep a little bit more extra, you know, spare money lying around because I think it helps in case I need to take a break to heal everybody. That we can kind of pay their wages for a little bit. All right, we need some more ranged people, is what I'm thinking. Because currently we've got 6 frontline fighters and Hartmut with a crossbow. So let's try and get some reach weapons or extra range weapons when we can. Aha! This place has a contract for us. And a barber. And a tavern. Well, I'm probably not going to do the contract unless it's... Yeah, this is Fighting Brigands. So I'm not going to do this episode, but I'll do it next time. Volmar of Sunstead angrily shakes his head. Brigands have been tearing up these parts for far too long. I sent a lad, Torvald's son, to go... Is it always Torvald's son? I feel like it is always Torvald's son in this, like, text. Man, Torvald's really unlucky. Anyways, to go find them, and you know what? Only his head came back. Of course, the idiot brigands sent one of their own to deliver it. We captured and interrogated him, so now we know where they're at. The man leans back, pedaling his thumb over one another in thought. I do not have the men, but I do have the crowns. Let's say I slip some your way and you slip a sword theirs. What are you willing to pay me? 400 crowns. That's, pretty good. I'm not gonna push this guy if he doesn't want to, but I would like to be paid more. Alright, 400 crowns is fine. I accept this contract. Alright, but that, oh, I should have asked for pay in advance. Damn. Didn't think of that. That is probably gonna have to wait for next time. There we go. Pay a round of beer for everybody. So, that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.